You were mentioning how Sivir, I mean, it's not super strong during the early game, but she's so safe, right?
Yeah.
Like she can clear waves so easily. She's gonna be there absorbing wave after wave after wave after wave.
For just picking up these early objectives, stacking them through, and making it so in these later stage team fights and skirmishes, their opponents are getting dragged around the map, desperately trying to stop them from being able to pick up a soul. Through the mid lane, stop the push happening in the top side as well, and give over a couple of these grubs to NIP. I'm surprised by that. I would have thought they'd have stuck around at least to grab themselves a second. Takes you towards that feat of monster slaying, right? Instead, they're just going to give this over to NIP, and NIP have a composition that can really use having two grubs. The Gwen is already a threat onto side lane towers, now even more so.
Maybe the EDG just thought that taking one and being content with that would be enough to actually not stopping the win, but literally put her in a worse position to demolish those towers. There it goes, the dive. I mean, I'm spelling a dive there in the top side, where we can not having the ultimate yet, and there it goes, Leaf dealing some damage and about to die. There goes the ultimate from the Senna. Senna's still alive, and Sivir grabbed the first kill, but this dive, what has been this dive? Angel roaming to the top side, and those are 2 kills for EDG. Those dives, though, blocks there. That dive was a mess. Okay, I really like the Sivir pick, but I kind of see a moment in the game where Sivir is not going to have enough space to actually deal damage, just because An is going to be hitting from home practically with the Senna's range. Like if you give An time to actually stack Senna's passive, it's going to be impossible. And I see an impossible situation where they actually get to the Senna, because you'll need to have Nikit diving really back in the fight. And Angel received the T-burst. There it goes. This is a 2 timing dive. He's trying to shove the wave. Angel is still alive. And there goes the ultimate from the Nautilus. But doing big with the fireball, grabbing Angel's kill. And that's the second one for NAP, who are giving a message. We're still alive. I mean, Annie is a good setup for the fights. And there it goes. That is your non-committal engage. The Frostbite, the Winter Spite. Nikit is in a really bad spot after the ultimate from Natalia, and that's it. 3rd kill for EDG.
Nice quick kill there is going to be very fun. Nayo going in right here onto
An. Senna was so overextending there in the mid lane, and An is going to be taken down by Nayo. That's a kill for the Wukong, who already have that Triforce there in the
bottom lane. Almost all of the champions on the map right now are down here.
Abril is going to start there in the bottom side of the river. There goes the beast coming through, and the Dread line from the side of Nikit, ultimate from Xiaohao, and jumping on top of Nayo, who used the clone to get away, leave on the other side of the fight, and Angel the non shadow from An, and trying to deal some damage. Everybody on NAP had to flash away to be as far as possible from EDG's intentions.
Flash away from that last dredge line. Just get yourself out of dodge at this point. And this tower going over means that these tower as well, so they've been able to swing the gold into their advantage. They were down by about 1,000 before, now they're up by 1,000, so a decent little swing of gold. Herald will go over to EDG right here.
Yeah.
Now that they pick that up, that is going to be the feats going on over to EDG.
Hands on top of some of a Drake and another neutral objective, but look at this, it's gonna be so difficult for them. Xiaohao the W was not the best in the world, but the Dress line from Nautilus actually hit Perukia, making it the front lane, and just grabbed Niket's life. Now you're with the Cyclone and not being even threatened, and the second activation of the Cyclone, but look at Liv going forward, flashing away, but the public execution made its name worth actually. A solo kill about to dive. Angel looking for him with the stones, and that's been a massacre. Those were 4 kills for EDG, and that's it. NIP are not gonna grab this streak neither.
No, they are not. They are gonna get put down. Soul point right here for EDG. Mid lane tower gonna go down without having to use the Herald there either. Actually, I think the Herald did go down to get a chunk of damage off of it just before this fight ended up breaking out. The most important thing, and we'll see it when we look back on the replay, hang on, is Niket actually gonna go for this? That would be crazy, right? You're not stealing this away.
Mentioning a few minutes before, and I don't want to believe that EDG is gonna go full on top of this Anakin. I don't know if they saw Nayo. I mean, I'm not really sure. Nayo going in the first second activation, Perukia with the glacial
feature. It's nice.
Oh my god, that impulse, that was amazing. And the Dawning Shadow on the other side of the fight from An, following up. Nayo going on top of Xiaohao. There goes the middle wall from Soul Kill. Xiaohao dealing damage and being taken away by this Gwen. CDC joined the fight, but it was a bit too late. Ace and Bessa gonna be enough to actually join this fight. fight. Public execution, perfectly executed, and CDC grabs solo kill, and that's another not pun intended. There goes, that's Aaliyah dashing forward, but then that Wukong was not the good one. That Wukong was a fake.
Yikes, I mean, okay, that was pretty nice to turn things around for ZDZ, but the fact that he arrives to this fight so late is the big problem. He should have been there already, but he gets caught up a little bit, and Solo Kill manages to arrive to this team fight first.
Oh my god, this is NAP trying to rush the Atacan. And I have to say that I'm so skeptical about the Atacan attempts so far in League of Legends. There he goes, the Atacan falling quite quickly. ZDC is in there, and Angel also rotated with the TP with the TP. Farouk and Xiaohao, they're witnessing the neutral objective being taken away. And thanks for the pull, I guess. Xiaohao going in the middle of everybody. The public is not the best in the world.
It's stolen!
Is that look at this solo kill behind the fire and taking the carries away. Xiaohao in the middle of everybody, but CDC got the Nautilus, and Mesa is still dashing. He's dashing 3 against 2, but NAP HP bars are not full as far. CDC is being taken away, and now it's Angel against the wall. 1v1. Oh my god, this is not looking good for the poor Talia, who goes golden stasis with the Zonias, but solo kill. Gwen is not in moon, but is enough to actually wipe the fight. 14 and 14 in the kill counting, and god, how much I miss the LPL. A haircut, Gwen doesn't care. She's gonna give it to you no matter what. And now we come back from the replay, and we hear in the Chantec Drake. The last fight was for NAP, but was really close. Parika with the Unbreakable and the neutral objective ran out of patience. I can understand it, right? Honestly, in this match, Weaver's Wall just to separate the fight. Nayo is on one side, and the rest of the NIP on the other one. But the neutral objective goes on top of Wukong, and there it goes, another Unbreakable from the Sun and the Brawn, and nothing Shadow to shield every single member of the team. CDC about to die on solo kill against the world. Massive storm. There we go. Shaha about to die and trying to grab some kills, but this fight
EDG, they're doing it.
EDG, leave. You need to actually leave the fight, but they're not letting you to do so. That's another kill, and Silver is down, and that's an ace.
The 2-item Senna, who's already got a decent chunk of stacks in the back pocket as well, and was beginning to really deal the damage.
To happen. So they are here camping the bush, forcing EDG to face check, but they are not going to do so because they have free way. They're in the middle lane. Nikan may be in trouble. There's Tibers threatening us. It's Tibers against the wall. Tibers was the one, and the flank from Nayo has been amazing. Senna's been taken down, and Sokin right now against the wall, going golden. Massive knockouts from the side of Talia, but Talia's been taken down again from Nayo. This fight blocks her. This fight is looking amazing for NAP, who've been taken down. Also Perukia, those are 4 kills, and right now it's only CDC against the world. Okay, EDG never face check, but they cut the Wukong on their faces all of a sudden.
Yeah, I mean, that was so close to going wrong. Doinby flashes out of the bush, misses the stun onto Arn, which I thought, oh no, this one was about to go wrong for them. But no, the response from NIP, multiple members jumping on forwards. I think Nayo was able to finally get into the backline, pick up the kill onto Arn, pull this back and win this first game.
I mean, but okay. Let's come down from the hype right now. Let's go back to her. How many times is NAP gonna be able to do this?
It's hard. You know,
they compromise so many resources to actually do this. Doinby flash, I mean, ultimates all over. Nayo also flash on top of the back lane. I mean, it was not gonna say nearly impossible fight.
If he'd have taken that one, it would have been a one-way trip into the Death Realm. And this is just going to be a tower going down. Finally, with the Baron, the gold going to begin to swing back into NIP's favor. They're now going to be up by
I mean, in the fight. But Doinby, even if he's behind, I mean, you're mentioning it, all the season show has been amazing. There goes the classic
over the wall!
And Doinby is going to be taken away by the Dawning Shadow and grabs Annie's life. Peruki and the rest going forward. Niket going to be able to actually
On, what are you doing?
Explosive gun, but Liv on the other side of the fight. Liv is flanking, and it's actually working. Angel going golden, and he's absolutely dead. Nayo grabs the kill. Shaha's jumping on top of Liv, and Liv flashing away, but this is Shaha against the world casting guard just to make them away. Shaha trying to run, but it's not gonna work unless Perukia makes a miracle. No miracles this time, my friend. 23 and 20 in the kill counting. Oh my goodness, almost 3k gold diff in NIP's favor. You never expected the Sivir to flank you.
But you knew he was there! We'd just
he was there! Yeah, he was there!
At the point at which you'd got the kill onto Doinby, Leaf was stood right next to him. That was the other person that was caught in Angel's seismic shove. I'm baffled by that one because Arm deals so much damage. It's 3 item, very close to 4 item Sivir. You can see from how far away
Senna.
he is hitting right now. He is hitting like a truck at the moment.
20 as well. Yeah, I mean, the pace is absolutely different, no matter what. I mean, no matter which team grabs the big 3, in this game or in this series, the pace is absolutely different, like none I think we've seen from recently at least. I mean, the LPL is frantic, but this is another level. And there it goes, Xiaohao engaging on top of the fight, solo kill on the back end, and CDC dashing. Liv is absolutely dead, and this fight is looking good for EDG. Doinb and solo kill need to get away, and this is right now going against the wall. Angel has been playing out of his mind. That seismic shove again has been the world, and Doinb, he thinks he's safe, but there it goes the Weaver's Swirl and the stones on top of your head. That's another kill, and that's another ace for EDG, and this is it. Look at the death timers. It's 34 minutes into the game. This is it.
Yeah, it's going to be 50 seconds until Doinb is going to be back up, at least 20 seconds until anybody is going to be up and available. EDG, they were backs against the wall, but all of a sudden, Leave gets caught out, and you said it perfectly. Angel has been on point this game. Brilliant right here on the Talia. The seismic shoves have been gorgeous, and this is going to be the end. This is the closest that EDG have been to being beaten, other than in that one Thunder Talk game.
The top lane matchup shifted from one game to another. We went from Gwen against Mbessa to Cassandra against Nart, like totally different matchups, totally different styles there for CDC and also solo kill. And for NAP, with all the things available, but I mean, we talk about the Vi during the draft, but she's been absolutely ignored so far in both draft by NAP and ADG. Yeah, I'm surprised as well because you could have been, I think Ari, for example, was available as well. Just smack him down, pin him down to the floor. Tristana, I mean, not in real danger considering that he still had the Ghost and the Flash, but there it goes, the stun, responds with the Shockwave on the Paranoia. I see absolutely nothing. Angel still alive, but Nocturne not anymore. I mean, Nocturne is alive, which is not, is the Viego, and there it goes, CDC appearing in the mid lane. Nayo has been taken down and going insane, because we've seen it plenty of times. I mean, with the fake recall and everything, they are playing the mind games. They're in the top side, but Nayo ended up dying, as you were mentioning. Xiaohao had to pull through on that initial Paranoia. That's the first blood for EDG, by the way. And also on the other side, that's really dangerous for NAP composition, because we also talked about during the draft. They need to make it work. They need the first kill. They need to go for the reset. And Barugan needs to go for the engage. Leave flashes away. Niken may be in trouble. And some flashing away again as well. That TP is really dangerous. TP comes through and Doinb flashes away. Flashes for everybody. And Nayo is waiting carefully, patiently to his opportunity to dive in here. That's a 4 against 2, but some HP bars are not the best in the world. Peruki about to die. Nayo grabs the assassination. Niket is gonna be taken down. Oh my god, I have a deja vu. I swear to god, Blockstar, I have a deja vu. Nayo grabs Corki's soul and Valkyrie away from the threat. Another heartbreaker in the top side. Neutral objectives, I mean, still kind of far away because we don't have nothing. Oh my god, Alistar hex flashing. Alistar with the pulverized Perukia inside the Herald pit, but nobody's in there. Literally nobody is in there, so Perukia is just now chilling. Nayo on the other side is not chilling at all after the Gatling gun. Perukia with the double attack, and that's another kill for the Corki. Niket in some trouble after being forced to use the ultimate, and Angel took down the Tristana. The rocket is not enough to take down the Alistar. But okay, we have to talk about this, guys. That was a play that was supposed to be 1 or maybe 2 kills for NAP, and ended up being a disaster for them. And Solo King dashing forward, trying to grab Angel, and I have seen this plenty of times. Flash into all out. Solo Kill trying to grab Angel, and the shockwave just to cut the grass. You did a very good job, but after the bastard shot, Tristana takes down Orianna. That was a small mistake.
Yeah, that one was a little mistake right there. I think even with the shockwave coming through, there's a chance that Angel's still dead. Did have the flash available, so maybe lands the shockwave flashes out. Still, we will never know. It is going to result in this top lane tower going down, and this keeps the gold very, very close right here for NIP. They're only down by about 1,000 gold at the moment. Really nothing too big for them to need to worry about. 15 minutes into this game, a lot of towers going down. First Drake went over to NIP. The Grubs are going over at some point. I don't even know when they went over, but NIP were able to grab them. This has been crazy. Second straight gonna go over to EDG. They're going to keep these one apiece at the moment. EDG 2, they're in a spot where they just need to keep the pressure up and try to find a couple of big fights and skirmishes.
Nick will fight on the pulverize as Perukio was absolutely on his own and Leaf grabs a kill. I mean, I was going to say, I have the feeling they want to fight, but there's nothing to fight over because the next break is going to be in more than 3 minutes. There's no autogun, there's anything, but they definitely wanted to fight. And the Rift Girl has been summoned here in the mid lane. There it goes, another amazing engage, and maybe in trouble. Exhaust on top of Corky's head, and there it goes, solo kill. The Q3 not the best in the world, and now they see absolutely nothing after the paranoia, and it's gonna take down Deck Sandy, and that was a mess. That wasn't a small mistake neither. CDC jumping forward, Niket being absolutely compromised, and Angel grabbing the kill after an auto attack, but Leave going forward, clicking, beautiful clicks. Tristana jumping forward, but now you're alone on your own, and Leave needs to jump away, another kill for Nayo. Jumps forward, always forward. There's no other way to go, always forward. That's Nayo turned into the Nar, and that's a fight that NIP made work. Going there, heading there, and this attack, my question is if it's going to be fast enough. Is gonna be left on his own doing the break? No, he's gonna leave. He's gonna leave as well because they know EDG are trying to grab the attack as fast as possible. Perugia waiting patiently there on the tri-bush, and EDG is not even trying, to be smooth in their intentions to fight with NIP. There goes Perugia being spotted, the attack being pulled to the top side of the map, and now you're going invisible. There goes, we see absolutely nothing, and Cassandra's on his own. There goes jumping again, they all out, and Angel grab solo kills head. Perugia jumping to the backside, but Tristana is still dealing some damage, and there it goes, the resets, the first kill. Nayo heartbreaking away. The other gun is being left away by EDG, but right now this is a pull to EDG. This is a neutral objective for NIP. Tristana jumping forward, trying to grab nothing, but the other gun goes all through NIP's hunt.
Jump out of this one because the fighting just doesn't stop.
I mean, I don't know if NIP are going to be able to make their way into the river. That's going to be a neutral objective for EDG as NIP are pushing through the mid lane. The game right now is getting really tense. Leave dealing a lot of damage, and Tristana is so good at this. He's so good at claiming these neutral these structures. And we're talking about Tristana who got a bunch of boy grubs.
Pretty tricky to deal with, and I love that you highlighted the grubs onto this Tristana as well. That's going to make stopping these pushes very tricky.
The Corky needs to expose himself to deal damage to the Tristana. I mean, Tristana is kind of... Liv is playing kind of out of his mind. You were mentioning it. He's playing on knife sets. And
there they go!
Okay, I said absolutely nothing there. Tristana has been absolutely obliterated by the Illegal combo. Notching and Oriana absolutely working. But there it goes. Nayo going forward, looking for the engage, doing this, still alive, and Niket barely, but still alive and kicking CDC, about to transform into the Mega now, looking for the massive engage. Only got solo kill that went all out, but's been taken away. The fight though, I mean,
were aware of. Still, they don't want to just give this one up, and with lots of half health bars right here for EDG, there's a chance they can stop this one.
They still have Nayo alive. There goes CDC really chowing down, dealing some damage. There we go, Heartbreaker, Heartbreaker after Heartbreaker, and there goes the Viego. This guy never lost a game with the Viego this season so far, and he's saying that this is not going to be the first one. Angel having to TP away, and that was really close though. The Baron Nashor went all straight forward to NIP after losing the fight. To actually follow the fight, and we saw him trying to get away after the TP. And I'm having flashes from the previous game because in this very same spot, NIP, even though they have the advantage in the game one, they ended up losing. But this time they're gonna siege the fight, which is gonna be kind of early because they are always willing to fight. But it's like Kissy saying EDG always wins when they are ahead in gold. They only lost one game so far. Yeah. It's like, it's super cheap statistic. There goes, I see nothing. Oh my god, Tristana, you are in some kind of trouble. Tristana is still alive, but not for much time. That's another kill that goes through the Corky.
While the remaining members of his team move up towards the top side. There's so much darkness they're walking into, but it doesn't matter, this works.
There it goes, delivery system. There goes your Alistar. The Alistar to get killed because Niket is so changed down right now.
Yeah.
You can see joining the fight. No rage on this Nar, just chilling. This Nar 10-12 in the kill count, and Niket, I mean...
You've also got yourself the light switch for Xiaohao. He immediately hits Paranoia, and at that point there's no follow-up available to you. And it's not like you're on the team where you've got himself up that Drake. This is melting, bro.
Round 2. They are trying to grab again the Baron Nashor, and this is flip. Xiaohao ended up in the middle of everything, but it was Nika the one. The smart down the neutral objective. Anna about to die. Shields and more chains, but 2MB is going forward really fast after the face rush. And Leave resetting, jumping forward and forward and forward if he feels so, but not right now. He's gonna be strong. He's gonna push. He's gonna take the responsible decision to shove the wave there into the inhibitor tower in the mid lane, because NAP grabbed the neutral objective somehow, and they may be having it. The inhibitor in the mid lane is gonna be enough, or they want to close this game so far. 2 down from EDG. This is a 5 against 3. Parukia, Angel, and CDC trying to defend the chunks of their base. Right now, NIP trying to take the Nexus towers. Parukia really chunked down, has to jump away, but Leaf grabs the kill, and this is it. We're gonna have a third game. EDG only lost 1 game so far this season, and it was a single game against Thundertalk, but this is the second one they lose. Draven just needs to be on top, as you were mentioning, because otherwise it's gonna be absolutely ignored. Even the fast, you need to have that Draven really fast one.
Especially when you've got something like the Skarner on the other side of the map. This is a champion that can get very far ahead.
Xiaohao may be having finding an opportunity there in the mid lane. 2MB really chunk down an Angel going forward. Xiaohao looking for the stun, and even 2MB is flashing away. It's not gonna prevent him to die on Victor's hands on bot lane.
Potentially could try to get a bit aggressive, as Nayu now hunting Xiaohao through his jungle. He's not allowed to get these crops.
This sun was kind of unbelievable, but it was there. CDC and Xiaohao against Nayo, Niket and Lee fighting over those golems, and this is really smart from NAP. Parukia joining the fight, but there goes the smite. And now it's a 3 against 3. Xiaohao maybe in a bad spot. The W from Lee, but he's with no mana, and there he goes to the W. Nayo may be about to die, and this is it. Niket also in a really bad spot. Parukia and CDC going forward, and there it goes. The Crocodile claims the kill. Lee needs to get away as 2MB is joining the fight. There it goes, dash forward, the stun on top of Leave, the W, not promising, and CDC dashing and Leave. You cannot leave, definitely. 2MB right now against the world. Parukia got the kill from NIP's AD carry, and 2MB getting shelter under the tower in the bottom lane. This was a mess of a fight. NIP looked for it, and it ended up bad for them. 1K on EDG's favor, and honestly, I thought the game was kinda over for EDG after we got to see Xiaohao spending and wasting so much time there in the ball lane looking for a gun that never came through. But it was the opportunity there in the mid lane.
Yeah, it's exactly what we wanted to see. And hey, in this situation, we'll see if they're going to be able to get extra use out of it right now. And EDG grab a second one? No!
Beware the fire, there goes Nayo with the sound W from Jean, and there goes Pop Blossom, amazing ultimate from Niket, and 2MB dashing and slicing again. There it goes, this last Void Grab maybe for NAP, but Angel and Ann look like they want a little bit more affection. They are leaving, NAP is leaving the Void Grab speed, but that fight, it was a kill, just 1 kill for NAP. I think it's not enough for them.
2MB is on top of Arn, and it just doesn't matter.
And we have another brawl there in the top side on being pinned down. Oh my god, this is the worst thing ever for Draven. Nayo grabs the kill. You shouldn't leave that one for your AD carry, by the way. But a kill is a kill. That's the third one for NAP, and that's what we were talking about. You needed to cash in for your Draven, but that's not what happened.
No, not even slightly. I mean, at that point, you're just getting bullied around right there, and EDG, as much as they were able to get themselves out to a significant advantage at the beginning of this game to be able to fight this one, I don't imagine that NIP are just going to allow this to go straight over, though.
No, definitely. I mean, Nayo about to finish the blue buff. Parukia may be in some kind of trouble. And there it goes, W from Yin, not the best in the world. And Champions fights down the neutral objective. There it goes, EDG wants to get away, but it's not going to be that easy. As the curtain call is being summoned, Xiaohao dealing some damage. Nayo about to die, but double impale. And again, another magnificent Pop Blossom. And everybody's popping. There it goes, Leave going forward. The fight goes forward for NAP. And Angel is going to be taken down as well. 517 in the kill count, and this is it. This is the fight NAP we're looking for.
But it's still going to be 20 or so minutes away before this Victor's really going to be able to deal that damage, and that's the point at which a lot of the rest of this composition is beginning to fall offline. And you saw right in that lower third, again, Arn has lost a ton of stacks. It's a massive amount of gold that he's just missing out on in this game.
There's a Grand Starfall there. still to be played aggressively at least. Xiaohao jumping forward though, the stun on top of doing this head, and the gas Renata fell short. It wasn't the best in the world, and right now NAP wants to go forward. Now yo even with the flash, with the aggressive flash, the W from Lee very successful on top of Xiaohao, and CDC is a monster. He's dashing, slashing, cutting heads through. Niket really chunked down, and solo kill on the other side of the fight. Doing be trying to dive to navigate that fight.
He's dead.
Away, and right now Cashin, do you hear the sound of the money coming through? That's for Draven. There it goes, the curtain gold though, dealing some damage, solo kill threatening the backside, and now yo still fighting, still brawling. CDC not being able to run away anymore. That's a triple kill for solo kill, 6 and 10 in the kill counting, and yet even if it didn't look good for NAP at some point, look at that Aatrox.
Just getting chunked out right now. Whilst all of this is happening, right, you've now got yourself the Rift Herald moving on into the mid lane. We see one initial charge out of the Rift Herald. We'll see if we're going to get a second or if it's just going to be a little bit of a quick trip over towards this Drake. Seems like that's going to be... Hang on, driver's license. He's got his driver's license!
We're crowning a new Drift King here in the Summoners, in the Summoners Rift. There it goes. It was really nice driving, really good driving skills, honestly. Those driving skills are granting another tower for NAP.
Hello.
There he goes. Dreamy wants to brawl. Dreamy wants to fight a little bit. Dreamy went into the mecha. Dreamy, it wasn't the time for you to go into the mecha. You get too carried away. But the W from Lee, again, so good. See, this is going to be erased from the face, the surface of the Summoners Rift. And there he goes. Spot Blossom promising Perukia responds with the ultimate. And there it goes. Another ultimate coming through. Perukia being covered by Xiaohao. And the monster comes through, slicing everybody down. Now he's going to be taking down Xiaohao, gets the kill. And no, NAP, can you get away from turrets? I'm just asking you to do that.
Well, they're at least getting a little bit of gold back for this one. Still, you get the mid lane tier 1, you get the bot lane tier 1 for NIP. A bunch of kills onto a couple of these key carries as well. He's had to grab himself a Bramble Vest to be able to steal with ZDZ, and the healing coming through from him. Now, we're going to get this Atachan started up. EDG, they're taking this one down, but it's kind of slow, and we've seen plenty of throws around this objective before. NIP teleporting members in, they're going to go for this fight.
A wise man once said in Spain that Atachan loses you more games than it wins to you. Pop Blossom, another time. Niketa, my man, what are you playing out of your mind? This is a massacre. This is how this sounds for EDG. Solo kill being taken away, but Dream navigating the fight however he wants. Another kill on top of Draven, and Angel right now. He still has his flash, but it's not gonna be enough as Nail just chases him down the W from Lid this time. Not good enough as Angel is going to be able to get away.
Very, very tricky to play out for EDG. They're going to need a couple of quick picks. Teleports coming in. Here they go.
Doinby on one side, on his own. Angel TP coming through, but look at the damage. Doinby is a monster as well. CDC with the ultimate into the infield. Now you've been on point so far on this corner. Doinby dashing forward once again as Leaf took down Xiaohao. CDC is not gonna live more longer. Angel on his own right now. Solo kill, trying to grab the kill, and Angel trying to get the explosive cone. The bullet, and Angel is gonna be taken down. The W is not gonna be definitely not enough. And now he wants the kill for himself. 10 and 20 in the kill counting. I mean, I'm not gonna count. I leave that to production. How many kills we had so far in this series?
You have to think. I mean, yeah, you don't even have your jungler anywhere nearby, barring some miracle steal from a handshake from Perukia. This is going to be sole point for NIP. They are up by just for the table if they weren't behind in terms of just overall games played to NIP. But now, all of a sudden, they are on the ropes, and they're going to be forced to step into this Baron completely blind. What?
That was the Grand Starfall, but it was to the back lane, like a real back lane, and CDC 1v4, not the best fight for the Renekton, still putting down some damage as Xiaohao joins the fight too late, too far. Another desperate attempt. I think they thought NAP was rushing Baron Nashor, but nothing like that. I mean, Xiaohao's ultimate wasn't his own.
Yeah, that was exactly what you didn't want to see. Yeah, that's a truly insane amount of kills to have over the course of a full series, and I don't know that this one is going to slow down at any point in the rest of this game.
Last game of the series, I remember we were discussing how the first game of all, it could have gone to NAP if it wasn't for that last fight. We could be talking of this series being a 2-0, and NAP right now, they are proving that it was more than real possibility.
Absolutely, they are getting them onto the ropes
Fighting.
right now. Another big aggressive engage.
Grand start from, but you went on top of Niket's ultimate, and Xiaohao is not a threat anymore. Look at this solo kill doing B. Now you're diving into the fight. Dive. This is what this composition is screaming. You want to fight, you want to dive, and you want to heal. Where was the heal? What is Atriox, for God's sake? Angel is the last one standing for EDG, and this is gonna be it. This is EDG. First defeat so far in this split, and it's on NAP's hands in the third game. Nonetheless, until then, they only lost one single game, but this right now is a full series. NAP threatening the lower standings of the Ascent group.
I'm very excited to see this area. I'm very excited to see this FPX composition. This is the sort of composition that is win more, and you need it to begin working out during the early stages of the game so that you can get a couple items onto these main carries, and then in these big team fights, you've got such great pick potential. It usually gets banned out. The Rumble, again, something that hits the ban table all the time, and so if you can make a win happen right here, you're going to feel very good about that. Losing would be terrible. Monkey dive.
There goes the dive. Vampire going to the back lane. Yachi maybe in some trouble, and Monkey dealing some damage. Vampire about to be taken away, and oh my god, these dives. Another tower shot by Yachi took down Vampire. This is a 1-for-1, and I don't know if it's worth for Team WE.
Let's see if everybody's able to get away, because IYY is going to be running in, and Taeyoon has got himself into a bit of a rough spot, trying to trade this one back. Chunk of health right here off of Jachi's health bar, and this bottom lane continues to be explosive. Turning our eyes. No, never mind.
Another
Not
dive.
turning our eyes.
Another dive, and I'm going to die here. It's not me. All Yachi is gonna be taken down. Vampire grabs the kill that should have been shared with his AD carry, but this dive was it. This was the
There
good
you go.
dive.
It's a WE as well. They have now got themselves about a 600 gold lead overall, and it's spread relatively evenly as well. Monkey got a little bit, Taeyoon got a little bit. You're gonna
really difficult. You're trying to climb the Everest with no oxygen at all, or even worse, like you're trying to climb a higher mountain. IYY might be caught in here. There it goes. The Cold Board got Monkey in some trouble on the Fate Seal has been amazing. Dre takes down Cube. IYY is still alive, and I don't know how. They're trying to deal some damage with the Gatling gun, but the Gatling gun falling really short. Valkyrie is away from the threat. That's 4-2 for FPX, and they claim the first point for the Boots upgrade.
Fate sealed into it. That's the combo we were talking about during draft. That's what you need to be able to replicate as FPX.
And going back to live, we're watching some fight coming through. Dway is with the sun, but IYY is still alive, kicking, sure, joining the fight. Taeyoon with the Gatling gun, trying to punish Dway, who's level 6 already, so nobody's laying here from FPXs, but the rebuild belongs to Team WE. Still the gold diff, not even 1k, but a decent gold diff considering the moment of the game we are right now. 2 void grabs going for Team WE, so another neutral objective from Team WE. Kerr joins the fight once again, but TP is the answer Team WE gives to FPX. So this neutral objective goes to the red side.
Yeah, but look what Shear's allowed to do up in the top side of the map, and now everybody with a teleport available has left.
Top laners, I mean, you kind of assumed that Cube was gonna be left behind, considering the matchup that you chose to have, but beware, because Dre may be in some sort of trouble. It's also on top of Monkey's head. Vampire and Monkey against Dre, who's about to die. Karis jumping forward, and the last auto attack from Karis gets the kill. The Aurora grabbing the first kill for herself. Fate of the Arena King is already on her hands. IYY and company, the rest of them trying to go to the top side of the river. Vampire is some sort of trouble. Here comes the glacial prison from IYY. Vampire goes with the ultimate just to dodge that CC, and the Herald, the Reef Herald, being witness of all this violence there across the top side of the map. But FPX trying to get away, or at least buy some time to get back online to rush the neutral objective. Vampire is so changed down. There it goes, the Call of Lord God, as Cube is flanking the composition. Aurora jumping in between worlds and pulling some amazing amount of damage. The equalizer hub is really promising, but maybe not enough. Sheer and Yahtzee trying to get away, but that series definitely, I assure you, is not enough at this moment of the game. The second game of their fate being sealed to a third one. What goes stronger?
I think that WE in Game 2s is so strong that it would be a 2-0 WE win. Then again, just going to jump away. I honestly have no... I feel like we have to see 3 games anyway, though, right? Like, there's no way that we don't get a third game. So maybe that means that FPX are going to be able to get themselves back into this game. They're not down massively, right? They're only down by, what is that, 1,500 gold or so?
The bottom side of the river. Which is stronger, Game 2 Blessing or Prot 6 Game Curse? Well, I mean... Let's see the magic. You know, magic ways are really mysterious. There he goes. The fight is going to be all over the Hextech Drake because the soul, I mean, it's one of those you kinda want no matter what. And Team WE, they have half their way onto that Hextech. So FPX, I feel like they are not finding their way onto the fight. The neutral objective being rushed by Team WE, and there he goes. Equalizer promising again the Faisal, and there he goes Dre's ultimate. Vampire about to die, and Yachi grabs the kill, but the call the fourth cut, keeping them away from the objective. This is Soul Point, Hextech Soul Point, going for Team WE, but that Fate Seal, oh my god, what have you done in there? That has been amazing. That's a double kill for the Yone. What is Trundle? It's a brawl. It's like a brawler. It's an assassin. It's a tank, or is it everything? There it goes. They're trying to pin down Dre once again. The fight and Care dealing some amount of damage. They are about to die in there. The pillar from Trundle knocking him down, but still alive. Care and Team WE is just taking this tower. But are they going to head to the Atakan?
I mean, they can try start this one up at the moment. They know exactly where Sheer is going to be. He's going to be pushing down on the bottom side of the map, and you've just forced Care to head back to base. He does not have teleport. Still, with the Hextech Rift, you're going to be able to get back to this one a little bit quicker. Here comes the remaining members of FPX. No, they decide that they're not going to be able to arrive anywhere near quickly enough, and that's a great snap call out of WE to be able to pick themselves up this key objective.
The objective is gonna spawn. It could have been Hextech Soul, nonetheless, in 23 minutes into the game, went all straight forward to Team WE. That's a hell of an early solo. They are trying to make force and get into the bottom side. But here maybe cutting here. Monkey the face still not the best in the world, and Vampire was waiting. Vampire was waiting and got the kill to his 80 carry. That's another tower there in the middle that is going to straight forward to Team WE. For right now, it's a 4v5 situation. Potentially, theoretically, the Drake should be really easy for them to take.
Absolutely, the resets are going to come through. Everybody going to be scraping together the last couple of items that they can before this Drake spawns. And let's see where everybody heads. Just giving this one up feels so bad, but without the Fate Seal, without the damage that Care has, it's so tricky to actually be able to do. IYY just tries to steal it.
I don't think so,
right? What?
Oh my god! IYY, you did it! 13 HP.
Would be surprised if that one gets completed through. It should be Immortal being full build, so you're probably not that far off of it at this point. Care jumping on forwards, and he's got support this time around. TP gonna come in to at least try to keep the mid laner alive, and this might be a return collapse.
Why, the ultimate, the best objective is not Vampire, definitely. And there it goes, they are playing volleyball with Sejuani. She's not even touching the floor, knockup after knockup, and right now you took the jungler away. Next to the Baron Nashor, it feels kinda easy for Team WE. The decision is right there. This is going to be a Baron Nashor call. Team WE trying to stop Sheer and the rest of the FPX's intentions in front of the river. Kerr joins the fight. Yin and Monkey were trying to take the neutral objective. This is a 5v4 situation. There goes Dwayne jumping into the back lane. Kerr with Fate Seal, and that's amazing. Carrie's still alive, but not anymore. Carrie's took down Yachi, and Taeyun is gonna die against Sheer, who's 1v3 right now. Dwayne still standing, Sheer still standing, going golden, but going golden is not going alive. Sheer, what in the world have you done?
I mean,
that's been amazing. Their path onto the river is not gonna be an easy path to face check. IYY going forward, trying to get a good ultimate, the double knockup from the side of Earn, and IYY there's not there anymore. Dre with the out for another amazing Fate Seal. Care dealing tons of damage, but definitely falling short. Yachi with the ultimate. Oh my god, sorry. I respect the attempt, but you're not gonna be enough. The electricity wasn't that stunning this time, and Team WE pulls off a full ace in here, and maybe this is it.
Yeah, this should be the end of the game. This should be WE pushing themselves to a game #1 victory. A place that they really haven't been too often so far this split. It comes off of the back of a little bit of a mistime. Care and Sheer, their ultis just don't land at the same time. And WE with their 3k gold lead are just going to walk this one through. They're going to be 1-0 in this critical series versus FPX.
I want to volley down that Kaisa no matter what. You have kind of a narrow window of opportunity to take her down, and maybe that's during the laning phase. You want to outrange her, you want to punish her, and maybe you want to go to that misfortune, that bullet. We do not have a first blood. Oh, this is shot. Not good from Care, but I'm surprised. Maybe I'm calling the odds on top of Care. Oh. There goes the Dreadline Monkey jumping on top of the Talia, going through ultimate, Nautilus ultimate on top of Monkey. Karis needing to flash away, and there goes the first blood for Yachi with the 4th bullet, and there he goes, another seismic show from Care. That's a double kill for the Jhin, who was behind, but not anymore, I guess.
No, that's going to be a great injection of gold right into Jackal's pocket. He's going to be very happy to have picked that one up. They're going to be able to turn around and grab the grubs as well, our FPX. And as we were just praising what WE had been able to do, all of a sudden things snap back, and I hope we get a replay of this one, because this was an aggressive play from WE. They were trying for this play. Actually, they're only going to be able to grab one of these grubs. The second set should reset, and FPX, they're bringing all their members in. They want to fight.
Everybody's invited to this party. There goes a Kirking Cole, and Skarner grab the 3rd kill. That goes all the way forward to FPX's Monk in some kind of trouble. There goes Tibrus, also invited to the fight and to the party. Vampire with the double E being so on point. But there goes Yachi with the W, sniping it away and grabbing another kill for himself. And that's the 3rd one for a Jhin that, honestly, the laning phase, what was that? I don't remember it.
Yeah, who cares about whatever happened 5 minutes ago, right here, right now.
This is behind Taeyun, but who cares about CSs if you can get kills? The fight over the Hextech Drake, the first of the game. There it goes, IYY trying to make its way into the bottom side of the river. The neutral objective goes to Skarner, FunPlus, and Justin Dre, and the seismic show is lethal to Vampire. IYY is the one grabbing the kill, Monkey so changed down, and there goes Sheer joining the fight, the public execution on top of Annie. Another Dreadline from Nautilus to divide the fight, until you needing to flash away and get away as fast as possible. This game is not looking good for Team WE. What were you expecting? A quick 2-0? No.
I mean, it's
but now you jinxed it, right?
Oh, I hope so.
Isn't that how it works?
So. Nah, to be fair, I do actually want another game of this series, because this one's sad. This is FPX so far ahead. WE actually just going to be able to jump right here. Jachi's just dead. Okay.
Flash stun, and there's not Jhin anymore. He had no cleanse, so you cannot cleanse that away. They got absolutely nothing in there. Even though they're still, I mean, here it goes, Jorik punishing the structure. I need to go into the first part, the first start of the game.
Yeah.
They're gonna get the point, which is absolutely important if they want to fight over those boots with FPX. FPX, on the other side, FPX just need a neutral objective. It's not that far for them. OPLoLReplay and Vampire, count minions. We will always need to count minions, and Sheer is gonna be taking down Vampire. Is gonna die. Vampire is gonna die, and dives are always messy, aren't they? Yeah. Dives are always messy, but just one soul. Considering that you got 2 towers out of it.
Someone gonna base.
Here? What?
Okay, Care's come back, but I mean, this tower might actually go down. You don't have the most damage available to you at this point in the game. No, okay, they are gonna be able to stop this one. Uh-oh.
I don't know. I mean, Joy is gonna get away. Honestly, it was dangerous. Kaiser was zoned by Talia's ultimate that she could join the fight with the killer instinct, which was not that.
It's a massive injection of gold. That pulls them back within 1,000 gold of their opponents. They're also going to be able to snap engage right here onto the Drake. Herald going to go down onto the mid lane. There should be the mid lane tier 1 tower picked up. I'll be honest though, if you're able to stop the tier 2 from going down, tier 2 tower and a Drake, that's worth it here for WE. Nah, they're not going to be able to stop it though.
No.
Shame.
It's impossible for them to actually clear the way, considering that it's 4 members from FPX's pushing the mid lane.
Exactly, the driving. We've had excellent driving so far today. Exactly what we wanted to get to see right here. And that's going to be another tower going down. Now, while we were watching that Herald being taken solely by FPX and the big push.
So important for FPX to deliver into neutral objectives. Monkey may be in some kind of trouble. W from Yachi, not good. Monkey still standing strong. There he goes. TP's coming. TP's falling down from both teams. Kari's joining the fight. And there goes T-Burst. And there goes the boss. And this is the dream fight for Team WE. But even though I don't know if it's gonna be enough, there it goes. The anchor on top of the enemy, but Taeyun is still free, dealing some damage. Taeyun with the flash forward. Taeyun so aggressive. This is how he loves to play, isn't he? Just he's gonna be taken down, and I see absolutely nothing. Okay, the play before from FPX was absolutely madness, but this is a quadra kill for Taeyun. This is a quadra kill for the Kai'Sa. After losing everything in the map, after losing everything in the mid lane, they go and do an ace.
Yeah, that was beautiful right there from WE. Over-aggressive from FPX, trying desperately to get that catch onto Monkey. He still got flash up. He was going to be able to survive in that situation. You talked about it during draft, right? The Pantheon has so much survivability in the game at the moment. It's absolutely disgusting around. Quadra kill. Hang on, we're jumping to live into another fight.
They are fighting all the time. Kira trying to do some damage as well. And the Tribers being thrown away by FPX's T-Burst joining the fight. And the Demons as well, because everybody is invited. IYY is going to be taken down by Taeyun, grabbing another kill. The Kai'Sa out of hands. This is going to be the Atakan call. And beware, because this is not going to be that easy. Like in the last game. There it goes. Pantheon secures it. Easy Atakan. No one can throw so far.
This Drake, second Drake for FPX, will be going down nice and easily. They need to make sure they run away though, because WE are on the hunt. TP, look at that.
I don't know if they're gonna be able to run away, because look at that TP really deep into the enemy jungle. Okay, Anis respecting Ace. The Team WE pulled through. The Taeyun pulled through. That's been it. That's been the blow, the final blow for this series so far. There it goes, another tower there in the middle lane. The gold diff has been skyrocketing to Team WE. We saw it again, the gold diff grab.
And a half until the next Drake is on the board. For right now, they're just trying to give enough cover to allow Cube to keep pushing, but there's a lot of darkness.
Oh, they saw the trick, they saw the trick, but the Bob Blossom has been amazing. No matter what, Kino even took the you, but maybe he got a little bit carried away. No, the flash is absolutely stunning. There goes the Saints big shove. He's gonna be taking down the kill on top of the Kai'Sa, but the fight is already over for FPX's. There it goes, Monkey jumping forward. If Kai'Sa is not there anymore, it's no problem. They have more threats for the FPX's composition. This is it. Is this it? Bloxer, Team WE pushing on through the mid lane. They're gonna take the inhibitor in there, and Vampire and the rest of them are trying to push, and then to this game, the E from Vampire being dodged by Sheer. The still standing strong. There it goes. The first Nexus tower is gonna be taken away. Cube is being tanking a lot of damage, and there we go. Sheer is still alive, and I don't know how.
The game is going to continue on for a little bit longer, but they do stop the Baron from going over to FPX, and now they're going to be able to start it up.
There goes round 2, another Baron Nashor call, but this time the Curtain Call is trying to deny it, but there it goes, Pantheon has another plan, the W, tanking it on the other side of the fight, Taeyun dealing some damage and taking down Sheer. There it goes, Monkey jumping forward, a stun on top of Jue's head, and still Skirmish has been absolutely obliterated. Cube with the shovel on top of Karaskar, and there it goes, Aaliyah, definitely not gonna be enough, and that's an ace, and this is it. It's gonna be a 2-0, and that one probably is particularly happy that her team is grabbing the 2-0 so far against one of their direct rivals in the Ascent group. Team WE not making it to the third game, they only needed 2.
They only needed 2 indeed, Noah. WE, they snap their curse, they win a game 2 as they love to do, and they don't send us to a game number 3.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.